It's Deb Lehigh coming to you from her studio, the Stampin' Hut. It is Tuesday, February the 13th. And I have 4 cards tonight to show you. And I'm going to need this. Just now thought of that. So we're going to get started. It's 8 o'clock. When you hop on, just let me know you're here. Say hi, share, comment, whatever. I'm not going to go through my business part as far as the catalogs. If you're not working with the demonstrator and would like to have a copy, just let me know. I will send them to you. I will do that at the end of the video. So I am going to flip it down so we can get started. We are using Doggone Friendly Stamp Set, and what it is a background stamp set. Now, the cards that I made, I went ahead, hi Tina, I went ahead and stamped everything and cut everything I needed because I didn't want you to sit here and watch me cut everything. So, but background stamp, of just dogs, nothing but dogs on the front of it. I think they need one for cats. Okay. The first one we're going to do is this one here. And I'm going to have to get my background, my embossing folder for this. But this is for if you know somebody that lost a pet, had a, passed away, went over the Rainbow Bridge. It says, "You're in my heart and prayers." I thought that would be a cute card to send. So I'm going to run over here to my shelf and get the embossing folder. I thought I did that. To get my my big cut and emboss machine because the folder is a 6x6. Plate number 1. You need the embossing folder, and you're going to put this in like so. The hinge part goes in first, and then you're going to take plate number 4 and you're going to run that through. Set that on the floor so I can trip over it later. And there's the embossed image. Okay, so you will need a piece of basic white, which is 5.5 by 4.5, 5.5 by 8.5, and you're going to score that at 4 1/4. This is a piece of real red, and it is 5 1/4 by 4. This piece is our Pebble Path. Yes, Pebble Path. And that is 3 3/4 by 5. And that's going to get mounted on the real red. But before we do that, I just wanted to show you, this is actually the folder. Now I have some spaces cut, but this is how it looks when you stamp it. So I went ahead and I cut out these little dogs. And I'm going to get my real red marker. Let me bring the card back in. And we're going to just color some of the scarves and the collar on the dogs. This dog's holding a frisbee. That's what I'm taking it as. Either that or it's plate for food. This dog's not on. I cut extra. So we'll give him his bandana. And this collar. That looks like that's about it. Then I'm gonna get some Daffodil Delight, and I'm gonna just color those in, and we're ready to put it on our Pebble Path. And I just glued it down. Hi, Ann. How you doing? So we're just gonna put some glue on this. And that's gonna get glued right down to the bottom of the card. In fact, like so. And then I need a piece of scrap white paper. Hold on a minute. I just threw some up here. And I need the real red ink pad. And the So Sincere Stamp Set is where I got the verbiage, you're in my heart and prayers. Finding where it's at. I think this is it. Yep. I'm gonna stamp it down there. And I'm just gonna use my scissors to cut. I got it a little crooked. See if I can. And then I am gonna just glue that right down over here. In fact, I'm gonna put it over here since I have a bigger space. And then I did some hearts, and I'm going to show you. I got them from this strip of hearts right here. Cuts 4 out at a time. This is those hybrid. It's the Adoring Hearts. It goes with the embossing folder that I demonstrated a couple of weeks ago. So I have 3 of those. I'm going to glue this onto the red. And I'm going to glue it to the front. Like so. And then I am just going to put, I'm moving the hearts differently. And I'm going to take your pick tool. And that is card number 1. I like this card better. I should have maybe put that towards the end and gave him a little more rounded body. I just now noticed that. So that's card number 1. Card number 2 is this one here. I already have the hello stamped and cut out, and that is from Heartfelt Hellos. This is a celebration stamp set that you could get for $50 if you spend $50. And I used that, and then Enjoy Your Day is on the inside, okay? And it's using Azure Afternoon. This paper is from Celebration. It's the one that has the clouds on. I'm not sure what it's called, but I thought I had my Celebration catalog here so I can give you the right name. I don't know where it's at. Imagine that. Here it is. That paper is Sunny Days. Okay. And that's a $50 if you spend $50. 8.5 by 5.5. Score at 4 1/4. This is 5 1/4 by 4. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and I'm going to put that on the front a while of the Azure Afternoon. Say that 3 times. Okay. Now this, I took our 2 1/2 punch and punched it out. I wanted this dog here, so it would have been right here, so I just took my punch and punched it out of the Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Thank you, Anne. So I just took my circle punch and punched that out. Then I used the deckled circles, and I just laid that inside one of them to see which one I wanted to use for the background, the layer. And I have that, should have that here. I thought I did. Well, I guess I'll be cutting one of them out. See if it's stuck to my stamp set. No. Alright, I'll be cutting that out when I'm ready for it. Okay, I'm going to glue, this is 3/4 by 5 1/4. That goes on the inside of the card. I'll get all that ready, and then so that's going to go there. And then I am going to get Enjoy Your Day. Gonna get the ink. Oh, that's pretty good. Stamp that there. Before we put this down, I am going to take the Baker's Twine, the 3-color pack that goes with the hot air balloon, I think, stamp set. And I'm using this one, the yellow, which is Daffodil Delight, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to close this up. So what I did was I took my Stamp and Seal, and I'm going to just put some to hold my twine down. I'll wrap it this way, and then I'm going to wrap it that way, and then bring it back and put it on that glue spot and cut it off. And then I'm going to fix this to make it a little wider. Like so. And then I can put this on the bottom or on the base of the card. Like so. And now I gotta find Azure Afternoon cardstock to get my decal circles. There's 14 circles that come in here. Mine's all messed up. So I need to figure out which one. It's that one there. And I need to cut this down. And we'll run that through the little one. Here, I thought I was all ready. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Thank you, Ann. I got it. I am actually a dog lover, but I like cats too. And I think they should have had one for cats too. Okay. We'll lay that right there. So I'm going to bring my dog in here and then get my Azure Afternoon, my Pebble Path, and nope, I didn't use Pebble Path. I used, what did I use? I think I used Basic Gray. Oh, that's a little dark. Let's try, let's give him Smoky Slate. We'll do Smoky Slate. And I'm going to color his bone Daffodil Delight. Okay. His color is going to be Azure Afternoon. And I'm using the Stamp and Write markers. If you have our blends, you can use that. And then the smoky slate for him. Try not to get the other dog's ears. Okay, and then what I did was, where the dark spots was, I went over that again just to highlight it a little. Now when this dries, it will be lighter. It won't be quite that dark. Just to give it some definition here. He gets glued right onto a bigger circle. Then we're gonna pop him up. He's going to go right in the center over where that overlaps. Okay. And then my hello, I did put on dimensionals. I have my mini ones somewhere. Oh my goodness. I need to order some dimensionals. Here we go. And we're going to put one there, one there, and one over there. What are you barking for? What? And that's just going to go right on the bottom there. Remy, stop. I think you might want out. But that is card number 2. Okay. Remy, stop. Card number 3 is this one here. I'm going to have to leave him out, so excuse me for a second. Come on. I'll probably only be in here for a second, but I did this one, and it's on basic black, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then like I said, I went ahead and I cut this out. Okay. And this is where I cut it from. And that little part here is this little dog here, and he's going to go on there. Yeah, right here he is. But I wanted to show you, I stamped the whole thing. Oh, hold on, he's barking to get in. He's chasing after me. Go lay down. Okay. And I just went ahead and I cut around everything, okay? They just get glued right onto the front. Now, it will overlap your ends, so you're gonna have to trim it off a little because the stamp itself is a little wider than your card base, okay? So, and if you want, you can make your card base bigger. That's up to you. But I've just used the standard one. I went ahead and cut in between the dogs where I thought was like when they're standing and they're not close. So I am going to just use the colors that I have here, and I'm just going to fill these in real quick. Just using the ones I already have out. And we need some red. And I'm going to bring in some granny apple green, I guess, and add some green to it. I think that's good. Oh, right here. Do him. Okay. So we're going to just put that on the front of the card then. Just glue it right down. And then we'll trim the sides a little. And I did use the bone folder in this. Okay, then I'm going to just take the scissors and I'm going to trim the little bit that's hanging over. Like I said, if you didn't want to trim any of it, I would make the card a little bigger. But it doesn't take away from the design. So, get that out of the way. And then this little guy, let's see if I can lift, yeah, I think I can get him in there. This little guy gets glued. Oh, come on. Oh, now I got too much. He gets slid under here, like so. I just cut a piece of scrap, and we're going to do Enjoy Your Day. I need to clean that because it's in the glue. And Memento Black. Oh, I did it right. And I'm going to just trim this a little here. And I'm going to give it a flag. Okay. And we're just going to glue that right on the card. 5.25 by 4. That goes on the inside. Now, if you wanted the dogs that you had left, you could cut one and put him in there if you want. I'm not going to let you watch me cut. It takes me a while. But that is card number 3. And I have one more for you. And it's this one here. And I don't know if you can see, I have this raised up that if you put your finger in, it bows, okay? So that when it stands up, it looks like it's 3D. Can you see that there? So, I'm going to show you how I did that. I'm using pecan pie for the base. For the first layer. This is 5.5 by 4, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and that's going to go right down on here. Okay. And then I have a piece of bombing blue or boho blue. And I ran it through that same embossing folder that I just did on the other one. It's the brick, something brick. And that's going to go, I'm going to trim it down a little. No, I don't think so. I'm going to leave it like that because I already went ahead and cut. This is going to go there. So we are going to put this down. Okay. And like I said, this goes like this, and I cut it apart. So, and I cut in between, but I did not color any of it. I am going to take our foam adhesive strips, pull one of the packs out, and before I do, I'm going to take my bone folder and just slightly bend it a little. You don't want to do it too hard because of if you cut out the thing in the middle, the in between, okay? Excuse me. Then I'm going to take a strip and I'm going to lay it on the edge of the one side. And then I'm going to take and put it on the other side. That's it. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to peel the backing off of this. Oh, thank you, Linda. And then I am going to lay this down at the edge of the pecan pie. Okay? And at the other edge. And then I'm going to take my finger and kind of, whoops, gotta make sure it's down, Deb. And it gives you a 3D look. Okay? And this is from our balloon stamp set and dies. Beautiful balloons. I just cut Yeah, magenta. No, berry burst. I'm sorry, berry burst and lemon lime twist. Okay, and I'm taking white twine, and I'm just going to cut a small piece off for each balloon. And I am gonna get my Snail Plus, and I'm gonna just put some snail there, or let me put some at the bottom here. And I want it in the middle. And then I'm just gonna take and put more of this on instead of getting the glue. And then it's gonna go right about there. And we're gonna slide it in there. Behind the dogs. Remy, what's the matter? And I'm gonna do, Remy. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the lemon lime twist, the smaller one. And I can cut some of this off because I won't need quite as much. And put a little more on. And, oh, I'm sorry, this one gets dimensionals. That's okay. Remy, what are you barking for? Any other time you can get under the blankets. And then that's going to go there. And slide him under. And I need happy birthday. And that is out of that set. And I need boho blue. And my photo palmer. I put my stamps on my verbiage on Cook It, catty cornered. And we're gonna ink it up. And we're gonna stamp that. And I'm sorry, you're gonna have to watch me fussy cut this out quick. We got about, I want to say 3 or 4 inches of snow today. So much for looking for spring. Okay. And then I'm just gonna use this. And put that there. And that's my card number 4. I have a white painter. Well, I did have a white painter. Here it is. Just to put some white on there. So, card number 4. That's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're interested in any catalogs, if you're not working with the current demonstrator, just let me know. I would be glad to send them to you. They added more celebration products that you can earn if you spend 50 or 100 or more, whatever. Because every $50 you spend, you can get an item out of here or out of the catalog, and that's while supplies last. Our kits collection, they have the Happy Houseplant and the Birthday Sparkle kit that's new. And then the online exclusive, they added these right here. I did not get any yet, so I have an order ready to go. But our celebration's only good until the end of this month, so you want to get, if you're interested, you want to get your orders in now. These catalogs are good till the end of April. And I would love for you to be on my team. They have specials going for anybody that signs up. You can get a glass mat for $99 plus tax. And that's with $125. You can order $125 worth of product. Or for $155, I think. I mean, for, wait a minute. Yeah, for $99, you can get $155 worth of product. I think that's how it is. Let me get my book here a minute. I don't want to steer you wrong. Yeah, it's $99, and you can get option 1, which is $125 worth of product for $99 plus tax. Or you can get $155 worth of product for $99 plus tax. Okay. So, I will be back here on Friday at 8 o'clock, and we will be, I think maybe some Easter or Mother's Day. I'm not sure. Mother's Day would be coming up. Well, St. Patrick's Day, but I don't worry about. You know what? We're going to do Easter, because Easter is March 31st. So we'll have Easter cards here on Friday at 8 o'clock, right here on Facebook and YouTube. And I want to thank everybody that came to see these and watch me. And thank you for sharing, Tina. And thank you for liking them. And I will see you back here Friday at 8 o'clock.